Good evening, I'm Bill Snyder, Sports Information Director at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, and welcome to the championship edition of Bulldog Blitz. Gulf Coast going after the 16th state title Saturday against Co-Lin. With me as always is Gulf Coast head coach Steve Campbell. Coach, I brought this out as a little extra motivator. I didn't go Joe Montana, George Blando with this number. This is what we're shooting for tomorrow, and you kind of said this after the game last week. This is what you play for.
It is. That's what you play for, is the chance to win a state championship and represent your state in the Mississippi Bowl. I'm really proud of the guys' efforts this past week, and it's going to take a tremendous effort to beat a very formidable Co-Lin team this coming week in the state championship.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that Co-Lin game here in just a few minutes, but we're going to talk about some milestones we've reached right now, Coach, and it's really incredible. We've won 20 games in a row at home. We're on a 5 or 6 game winning streak after the one loss this year. We're like 36-3 or something since 2007 in the South Division, and this week is the 100th straight week that we are ranked in the MGCCC football poll, and all that is awesome, and it's terrific, but then you look at it kind of like you were saying last week, you can't sit and dwell on that right now because we still got some work to do against a really good team.
We do. All that's great, but we got to focus on this week and find a way to beat a great Co-Lin team. This is what you work for, and it's to win the state championship. The being ranked in the polls 100 weeks in a row, that's great, and representing your school in the state championship, all that stuff's great, but you want to win the football game. You want to win the state championship, not just get there. So, all of our focus right now, all of our attention is on Co-Lin and playing well this Saturday. Mm-hmm.
Is there a time, like in the off season, where you can, look back and say, yeah, that's not bad at all?
Well, it's. No, because you're so busy recruiting and trying to get next year's team ready to go to keep the tradition going, that you really don't have, that's the thing about accomplishing some things, is that you really don't have a chance to sit back and dwell on it or look at it at all. The time that you do, all that stuff stops. So it's a constant get up, go to work the next day, and try to find a way to make yourself better. My old coach told me, you're either getting better or you're getting worse every day. So, what we've tried to do is to try to get a little bit better each and every day, and hopefully it will result in having an opportunity to play for a championship. Well, now we're here. We need to make sure that we win the championship and focus on the things that will give you a chance to do that, which is protect the football, eliminate explosive plays, and try to create as many explosive plays as we can on offense and play well on the special teams. So that's really what it boils down to.
So it's just like the Shawshank Redemption, get busy living or get busy dying, really, right?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Now, for this team, the 2012 version that's going to the state title game, by the way, we showed you that. We've been 6 straight years and 7 out of the last 8. This one, we've had those in the past that were full of sophomores. This one, a young team, and you got to be pleased with the way the guys have matured and, done the journey the right way, at least up to this point. That's got to be a pretty good feeling, because you never know. We have a lot of talent, but when they're younger like that, you never know, and that's got to feel good.
Right. We've had a lot of young players, as you said, and they've come in and really adjusted well to the college level and to the speed of the game, and a lot of young guys have really made some great strides for us and made a lot of great plays. But we've had some tremendous sophomore leadership. It's not a large sophomore class at all, but it's a very, very special sophomore class. I mean, you've got leaders at each position, guys that have come in and set the tone for the younger guys to look up to and to see how we do things and the right way to do things in a winning manner, and really, really pleased with the way that our sophomores have led and the way that the freshmen have followed. And we've got a lot of good freshman leaders as well that are emulating the great sophomore leadership that we have.
Very good. And the sophomores and the freshmen going up against Co-Lin Saturday at 2 o'clock. And as we said, we're going to take a look at that game. But right now, we're going to figure out how the Bulldogs got here. And that was a big playoff win over Northwest. And we're going to take a look at that coming up right after this break. Time to hop into the old time machine again. Flux capacitors, Coach, are sort of like air conditioner compressors. Sometimes when they go out, the whole thing goes kaput. But we got one of those and we're ready to go. I think we may actually make 2 trips this week.
Well, that's great. I was wondering if we were going to get that reference this year. This is the first time, and that always makes me feel good. I know we're in the latter stages, having a chance to play for a championship whenever the old flux capacitor comes out.
And it's ready to go. We're going to crank that up. Go back and take a look at the playoff win over Northwest. You're watching Bulldog Blitz here on WLOX.
We gonna run! What they want? 60 minutes. 60 minutes, man. Crank it up. Crank it up. Hey, let's get up another knot. They lock it up another knot. Let's go. We ain't going home, baby. We gonna run.
Set the tempo right now. Set the tempo right now. There we go. One time in the mouth. One time in the mouth.
Harris in the shotgun, 2 wideouts to the left. He's looking left. He's got time, throws it over the middle, and that is picked off. Finished Armstrong, jumped the route, and we've already had a turnover right off the bat.
Well, he watched it move, come in. He watched the end route.
O'Bannon still in the game behind Harris, and O'Bannon pushes his way in. Touchdown Northwest. The Rangers draw first blood. Hatton gives up the middle. Thornton, big hole across the 45, across the 40, a first down and down to the 37. Nice run by Anton, another first down. The D train in. He told me that's his nickname, and he's in. And they give it to him. D-Train pushes ahead and pushes in. Touchdown Bulldogs. The train has left the station. Now, play action Harris over the middle. Pass is picked off. Dawson Wells read it perfect. Dawson down to the 23. He read that one like a telephone book looking for a phone number, and that's the second turnover already. Nice job by Dawson. Gulf Coast trying to take the lead. They give it to Goff. This time, no problem. The D-Train in again. His second stop is a Bulldog touchdown, and Gulf Coast is up.
Well, it don't take long when you play defense and you get the ball in a decent place.
Hey, good job, man. Good job.
Harris takes it, gives it to Baker. Big hole. Baker is gone. Right up the middle. Damian Baker's got Josh Keys to beat, and Keys drags him down at the 11.
Intercepted in the end zone.
They give it to him off left side, gets ahead of steam, and crosses the plane. Touchdown Rangers. We're an extra point away from being tied. Hatton on play action. Got time, looking for somebody to throw to, now rolls out, now goes deep, wide open at the 50 is Eli Hughes, bringing it across the field. He's got work to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, and Eli is in. Touchdown Bulldogs. How about some individual effort by Eli Hughes, taking it to the house. 71 yards, the Bulldogs take the lead.
You know, they had double coverage on DeQuill that time. They were more worried about him getting the ball.
I see you!
Taking it at the 2 is DeBar DeLabin. DeBar DeLabin out to the 17, pushed backward, ball goes down. That is a live ball, big scramble for it. It looks like the Bulldogs have it, and they do. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. So Stephen Broccoli connects, 3rd and 3 from the 19 for Gulf Coast. Hatton looking left, fires it out, and that pass is intercepted. Miscommunication with Hatton and Williams, taking it all the way back to midfield. Making the play is Aaron Thompson.
Gain is to the 23-yard line. Travis.
They're lined up again to run it right. They fake it, play action,
Touchdown.
wide open. Marlon Pope, the freshman from Hattiesburg, snuck it in there, and the Bulldogs put 6 on the board.
We've used that 3 or 4 times this year.
They give to O'Bannon, and he is stacked up behind the 5 and dragged down. A whole horde of Bulldogs with those gold jerseys. They look like the wasp that were flying around outside the press box, and they snuff him, and it's going to be 4th down. Bulldogs in the 3-3 stack. They fake it. Now Harris trying to run it, throws it out, and the pass is caught at the 5, but that will not be enough for the first down. He found Josh Gaston, the tight end, and the Bulldogs read that one perfectly and take over on downs. Gulf Coast up 30-17. Now on play action, Hatton wide open is JoJo Snell on the wheel route. Here goes JoJo to the 40, to the 30, and run out of bounds near the 20. Remember, they hit early in that wheel route last week. They hit it here for a big play. Pound, 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 go to the air. Goal line package, Goff in the game. They give it to Dietrich, no problem. They just delayed it for 2 plays. Touchdown Bulldogs. That one is going to count. No inadvertent whistle.
No, he ran it all the way out the back of the end zone.
Damian Baker again for the Rangers.
pass out left to DeQuill. He's got a blocker. DeQuill to the 40, and nobody got him contained. There goes DQ. There's your touchdown, Jimmy.
He has now caught a touchdown pass.
There you go. You asked for it, you got it. 48 yards, and DeQuill put 6 more on the board for Gulf Coast.
I like the way he puts his hand on his blocker's back to let him know where he's at. That's neat.
Coach told me when we went into halftime, Coach told me just keep patient, just be patient, and it's going to come. And when DT gave me that block, I just broke loose.
Welcome back to Bulldog Blitz. Well, this season, as we talked about a few minutes ago, a lot of sophomore leadership, but a lot of freshmen stepping up and making big plays. One of those is our freshman wide receiver, DeQuill Williams. He's our profile this week. Hatton going deep, looking for DeQuill, and it's a jump ball. DeQuill brings it in inside the 5. What a catch by DeQuill Williams. First and goal from the 4, and when you make catches like that, I think, Jimmy, you can jaw all you want to. You can talk.
I've been like this since I was young. When I talk, I just play my best ball. When I talk, I play my best ball. This is my first time ever getting past the first round in the playoffs, and let alone to go to state. I'm just trying to play for my teammates so I could get a ring.
They fake it up the middle. Hatton all day to throw. Wide open is DeQuill Williams. That's the easiest touchdown pass he'll ever see, and he's got 2 already for Gulf Coast.
High school, it was easier, but being a new addition to college football, this being my first time playing, it's very hard. You know, it's faster, way faster, and I just had to come prepared. Summer workouts, springtime, all that paying off right now.
Pass out left to DeQuill. He's got a blocker. DeQuill to the 40, and nobody got him contained. There goes DQ. There's your touchdown, Jimmy.
He has now caught a touchdown pass.
There you go. You asked for it, you got it.
We have our ups and downs, but I just told him, just stay there for me, and I'm going to be here for you no matter what. Wherever you put the ball, I'm going to be there to catch it.
And, Coach, what can you say about DeQuill? Just came in the first play of his freshman season. He hits on a 70-yarder against Coahoma, and now he's second, I believe, in the MGCCC in receiving touchdowns, third in yards, and has just made big play after big play for this team. And but he's also got a motor, too. You like that. He's got the passion to play. Kind of reminds us of Alonzo Lawrence last year, one of those who really kind of gets the guys going and, just a big part of this team.
He is. DeQuill has made a ton of big plays. He's gone up and definitely got some deep balls and gone up in some double coverage and made some plays. Outstanding playmaker, but the thing that separates DeQuill, he does a great job blocking. The last week, the touchdown pass to Eli Hughes. I mean, that's DeQuill Doc Hill leading the way that threw 2 blocks downfield that freed up Eli. So there's a lot of our big touchdown runs. You'll see Doc Hill downfield blocking, and he's a guy that loves the game, loves to play the game, and is a very, very competitive guy, a lot like Alonzo was. But Doc Hill is a tremendous football player and has got a great, great future in front of him.
And, you know, he said in his piece he plays better when he likes to jaw a little bit. Now, there's always a fine line there. You want the guys fired up, getting them going, but then you don't want them to go overboard. So that's almost a talent trying to keeping that in check, I guess.
It is. You know, great players play on the edge. You know, you've got to be right on the edge, and great players have a lot of energy. And as long as you're using that energy to help you and to help your team, that's great. And Doc Hill has really done that this year. He brings a lot of energy, a lot of spirit, and you know, you go right there to the edge. The people that can do that, your Ray Lewis's, the Deion Sanders, the people that can take it right to the edge and use that energy and that fuel to help themselves play better and to help their team, are the guys that are successful. And Doc Hill's definitely done that.
Well, coming up after the break, we'll go back and take a look at the first matchup between Gulf Coast and Colin that happened back on October 20th up in Wesson. Heading into the break, this week's NJCAA Top 10 poll, the Bulldogs slowly creeping up the rankings up to number 6 this week. You're watching Bulldog Blitz here on WLOX. And welcome back to Bulldog Blitz. You see our basketball teams getting the 2012-13 season going. So for Gulf Coast in football, the 2012 season, very successful. And we're going to take a look at one of the key games of the season, the first matchup between Gulf Coast and Colin. Chandler takes the snap. They fake the handoff. Chandler going deep. He's hammered. Ball is loose at the 25. A mad scramble. The Bulldogs are saying they have it. Coming in motion is JoJo Snell on the speed sweep. Snell tries to cut it inside, trying to find some room. Now he goes back the other way. Good pursuit, but now Snell's loose at the 50 and run out of bounds over at the 40-yard line of Colin. Well, you don't like it right, just go the other way.
He picked up a block by Williams over there across the way after he reverse field. You know, he's done that all year long.
In the pistol, fakes it, now keeps it himself. Looked like it might have been a broken play, but it doesn't matter. Hatton keeps it himself. Touchdown Bulldogs. It just opened up right up the middle. 4 wideouts to the left. They throw it out to DeQuill on the screen. Williams to the 45. First down and more. Across the 30. Cuts it back to the 20. He may go to the 15 and drag down at the 11. Now on the option, it's Hatton. Hatton may score his second rushing touchdown, but he's brought down at the 1. 2 superbacks to the left. Dietrich Goff in the game at running back, and the give is to Goff. Blows his way through. Touchdown Bulldogs. Hardly touched. 2 possessions, 2 scores.
Well, they didn't want none of him.
Play action. Hatton going deep, looking for DeQuill. He's double covered and still goes up and gets it. And that's a Bulldog touchdown.
That's why
wow.
That's why he's one of the best in the country. Right
Good
there.
Lord.
Right there. double coverage, and the ball is in the middle of the defenders. He's the one that goes up and gets it.
That's just ridiculous. Takes the snap, throwing it out, and the pass is caught at the 30, and getting behind the defense is Joe Craig Jr. He's got one man to beat. Craig Jr. taking it all the way. Touchdown, Colin. Rogers takes the snap to his right, pass is caught, and then just lit up is Anderson by Josh Keys.
Josh Keys says, welcome to the pack.
Now Nolan Long having trouble, hammered in the backfield. It's picked up by Trey Wofford, and that is a touchdown because it was a fumble. So a huge special teams play for the Bulldogs. Looks like they're showing blitz this time. Now they back off. Rogers, three-man rush. Rogers going down the middle's got a man open, and it's Joe Craig again, and Joe Craig scores. He beat Finnest Armstrong, and Colin is right back in this game. And now it's Goff again. Goff, huge hole. Goff down to about the 15 before he's dragged down, and another Bulldog first down. They've run that same play 3 times, same formation. Goff with the first down, then Hughes, then Goff. The Bulldogs are knocking on the door again. Same formation again. This time up the middle, Anton Thornton, no problem. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Too easy that time, and the Bulldogs put up 6 more. Thornton barely touched. Darius Guy back in the game and is dragged down from behind, and Travis Taylor, again, same running formation that worked late in the first half. Goff breaks it off left tackle. Goff's in the open to the 40, to the 30. One man to beat at the 20, and finally run out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. And Goff didn't even look like he was running fast, and he's all the way down there deep. And a free snap as they throw it up, and it is caught by DeQuil Williams, and that is a touchdown. Let's see if it stands, as the Bulldogs think Colin jumped off sides.
I believe they did, and there's no whistles blew to stop the play.
It is a Bulldog touchdown, so another touchdown pass to DeQuil Williams. Chandler Rogers on his 30, fakes it, now rolls out, sets up a delayed screen, and Darius Guy, hello Josh Keys, pick up your chin strap at the airport. Wow.
Oh, man.
Josh just lit him up. Now Haddon going deep. It's Tyrone Williams, pitch and catch for 6 more. Touchdown Bulldogs. They're pouring it on the Wolves.
I don't know how double coverage, how he gets behind double coverage like that, but he was so wide open.
Rogers takes the snap, play action, got time. Now he's in trouble, and he goes down. Leading the way, Deshae Williams, assuming they finish this game. Oh, Rogers is absolutely lit up. Nigel Green, Dawson Wells, and Brandon Keel had a Chandler Rogers sandwich, and that one was served cold. Now the stretch play. JoJo Snell gets the corner. JoJo hurdles his way inside the 10 and out of bounds. Now it's Goff, no problem. Down to the goal line, and they didn't call it, did they?
Yeah, that one over there.
Okay, so I saw 2 that didn't. Okay, Goff's in again, another touchdown, and 6 more for Gulf Coast. And you know, Coach, the passion that the team came out with, almost like when a train goes through going full blast. The Bulldogs did that, 54-21 in the first game, but we've talked about this before in several of our state championship games. We've played teams twice, and both games were totally different, so you can't judge what happened in the first game by what's going to happen or what's going to happen this weekend.
No, in no way, shape, or form. This is our 7th state championship in the last 8 years, and this will be the 7th time that it's been a rematch from earlier in the season. And never has the script played out exactly the same in the second game as it did the first game. Each game is a new game because, you know, teams are made up of individual players, and each one, you know, each game is different, and it's who wins the one-on-one matchups, who makes plays on any given day. And you know, so it's real important that we've had a good week of preparation and that we go out and execute today's game plan. You know, last week has nothing to do with this week. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whenever we played Colin Colin, each game is a different game, and it's going to be decided on one-on-one matchups and which team shows up and makes the play, protects the football, creates explosives and eliminates explosives, and plays well in the kicking game.
There's really no room for secrets, is there? I mean, there's going to be a few gadgets or what, but we all know what each other's going to do, basically.
Right. I guess been here 9 years, played Glenn twice. This will be our 11th time playing Coach Davis over the years. And Larry Williams, our defensive coordinator, who, Larry was at East for a little while, was at Hines, was at Mississippi Delta, and's been at Colin the last 2 years. So very familiar with them, and they're very familiar with us, both offensively and defensively and on special teams. So like you say, there's not a whole lot of secrets. The game gets down to blocking and tackling and the turnovers and explosive plays. So there won't be a whole lot. Colin came out last week, first play of the game against East Mississippi, and went a little bootleg throwback for a touchdown, which got them on the board early and gave them a lot of confidence. And so there's always little, like you say, little tricks and little gadgets, but the core of the game is going to come down to the explosive plays and blocking and tackling, because there is a lot of familiarity between the programs, and we're both in the same division. As Alabama and LSU have they played each other a lot over the years, and it gets down to blocking and tackling and then making the plays in key situations, and that's what this week's game will get down to.
And, of course, you can watch the game via streaming video at MGCCCBulldogs.com. As we said, a lot of hits from around the country and around the world. We've even had a couple from Italy this year. So all over, people are watching the Bulldogs play. And you can listen on 103.1 FM, WOSM, kickoff at 2 o'clock. And, of course, for all your Bulldog news, our website, MGCCCBulldogs.com. We also have Facebook, Twitter, all the usual social media outlets. So the big one coming up tomorrow, Gulf Coast and Colin. For head coach Steve Campbell, I'm Bill Snyder. Thanks for watching Bulldog Blitz, the championship edition. Hope you have a great night and a great weekend. Bulldog Blitz, sponsored by Western Sizzlin' of Wiggins, Jack's Home Improvement, Raising Cane's, and the Whistle Stop Cafe in Wiggins.